So our class norms are, we wait till class starts, then I open the door, and then what happens? Did I miss it?
We look at announcements.
I take attendance, and then I do announcements. So first off, let's start with everybody getting their bodies ready to look at our presentation. So can we move ourselves so that we can all see what's happening? Awesome. Remember, I want you close to me, so come closer. Okay, so if you want to play with something, why don't you grab some clay and use it in your hands, okay, and not my erasers. Alright, so if you feel like your hands need to be busy, you do have some clay in the back, you can grab some and play with it, that's fine. Just don't do it. So go grab some. You want something to play with your hands while we're doing our presentation? Just go out of what? Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
Grab some clay. It's okay, my dear. Okay? And you can play with some clay while we listen. That's fine. Okay. So everybody, have a seat. We're ready. So we are all good. We did our boot camp. We feel very comfortable with our editing skills. Can I get a thumbs up? Are we comfortable? Yeah? Awesome. If you ever forget something or you feel a little rusty on something, what can we do?
Go back.
Go back to the videos. What's the second thing we can do?
Ask someone else.
Yes? Ask someone else. What's the third thing we can do?
Try.
Try to figure it out on your own. And the fourth is emergency ask me, because I do know all the answers. But try and get you to learn it on your own. Learning about storyboarding, and if you've been in my class before, this is a review, but you're going to do something slightly different for the project. Okay, so storyboarding. Who here who has not been in my class has heard of storyboarding? Some of you? Some of you, kind of? Okay. So what is a storyboard? Daria, what is a storyboard?
Once a concept or script is written for a film or animation, the next step is to make a storyboard. A storyboard visually tells the story of an animation or video panel by panel, kind of like a comic book.
Okay. What is this sort of like in other classes? What is this kind of like, say, in your English class? Excellent. Can you say that louder? It's like a draft, right? If you're going to write a paper, you draft out your ideas. It's the same thing. We're sort of drafting out our ideas. And this is an example from a student's, right? And the more information you include, the better. You can write down on the bottom, sometimes if you have a script or if you have some instructions, you can include camera movements. There's a lot of things that you can include. We haven't learned some of these things yet, but we will be learning them. But for the first project, you will be expected to draft out some of your ideas. So this is a little video. Let's explain a little bit about storyboarding, right? Can everyone here draw a stick figure?
Yeah.
Okay, you can draw. Everyone can draw a stick figure. That means everyone can do a storyboard. Does it need to be a visual masterpiece?
No.
No. It's just a draft of your idea, right? So does that mean when you go out into the field, that you can only do what's on your storyboard? No. It means you're out in the field, maybe you're with a partner doing a project, you say, X, this unit isn't working, or maybe I want to add to your storyboard. So remember, you have flexibility. So when you're actually doing storyboards, say for a short film, this is just an intro project, but say you're doing a short film, you would have things like what characters are in the frame, how are they moving, what are the characters saying to each other, how much time has passed between the last frame of the storyboard and the current one, where the camera is, etc., etc. So a lot of these things we don't need to think about yet, but we do need to start thinking about where we're going with our video, right? Okay, so here's another example, and you can see here, these people, this is also a student storyboard, they have information about where the character's going, information about where the camera is, some of the shots, the camera movements, and we're going to be learning about those things soon, right? So don't worry about that yet. Okay, some of the storyboard language. If you do know some of this, include it, right? So if you've been in my class before, I expect you to start including there's something called little wiggle room. Whenever you're recording anything, give yourself about 5 to 10 seconds before and 5 to 10 seconds after you're filming it. That way, if you want to add transitions or anything like that, you can do that. Because if you say record and I'm like, record it, yeah, la la la, and then you want to add like a fade in, what happens? Caroline, say loud.
It cuts it.
Yeah, you'll cut off some of your footage. So this is why we want a little wiggle room. So start thinking about that. Have a little wiggle room at the beginning to end of your footage. Okay? Okay, so we went over why make a storyboard. We're planning out what we want to do. Right, we can change your mind, but it's a good way to get our ideas on paper. Now for our first project, we're working individually, right? So it's fine, you'll be shooting as a group, but you're going to be actually making your own work individually. But when you're working in a group, the storyboard is even more important. Why is it even more important when you're in a group? Darren.
So that you can show your ideas more clearly than say, for example, and then we have the short title like this, because then the person cannot understand that clearly.
Yeah, in our heads, our ideas are very clear. I'm communicating to Caroline right now with my ideas. Does she know what I'm talking about? No. Or even I'm saying, I want a shot, like Darren said, that's going to be up here, and then we're going to look down, and we're going to see the person. She doesn't know what I'm saying, because this is a visual medium, so when we actually start sort of even roughly drawing out our ideas, it makes things clear to everybody. And we're going to be doing collaborative projects, so it's going to be important for everyone to literally be on the same
Hey.
Oh my god, it's so funny, right? Okay. Okay, so that's storyboarding, right? And here, you can have more information about storyboarding if you are interested. Now let's talk about the first project. This is a very simple about me video, and I'm going to give the people who are in my class a side note for what they're going to be doing, okay? So, I want everybody to make a video. You're going to be using basic editing that you just learned, right? And your challenge is to create a short video introducing yourself to the class. You're going to say who you are and what you want to do and learn in this class. So, here are the steps. First off, you're going to need template, and you're going to need clipboard to draw on it. We have pencils. What's one important thing to put on your storyboard?
Your name.
Your name, right? Because you'll be leaving these here with me, and you can be taking these out when you go to shoot, okay? You're going to storyboard a simple idea. So part of what you need to think about is what do you want to say about yourself and where do you want to say it? Now, does it have to be as literal as you standing in front of the camera saying, hello, my name is Miss G. I love puppies and cats and babies.
Whoa.
I don't. Does it have to be as literal as that? Can you say things about yourself without words?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. What are some other things we can talk about ourselves? Yes, Ellie.
You can use like the whiteboard and like.
Yeah, you can use a whiteboard, write things down. What else?
You can, for example, just have some videos, like let's say you like food, you can have like a video of like food, and then that's all you're
Yeah, I'm going to show you some examples. There's other things we can do. If you love dancing, you can show you dancing. You can show things visually. So remember, this is a visual medium. You don't have to say things. You can actually say things about yourself with no words. Or you can say things with subtitles. There's all different ways. Part of this is what's so special for video green room that you can use if you want to do green screening, okay?
Yes.
But fortunately, if you break my trust, it will affect everybody. So far, we've had no problems. And I think looking around, I don't anticipate us to have any problems in this class. It's just a warning, right? We are not an island. We are within a school, and right now we're in the elementary school area, and also there's the middle school area. Okay, so here are some actual parameters for your project. Number one, I will expect you to have titles, right? Number two, transitions, and number three, audio.
Oh.
Right? How you use this audio is up to you. You can add sound effects, you can add some music, I don't know, something, right? And I will be going over how you upload this to the final project list, right? Yes, ma'am?
Did the 4K video downloader get fixed?
I don't think it did, so we'll have to do a workaround. I want to show you some resources. So here, we have a page that says resources. Oh my goodness. Alright. So we have things like sound effects and music, audio library. So there's places that you can go to actually get Creative Commons things that you can free to use, right? So for example, YouTube has a whole entire library of free music and sound effects that are very easy to download. So this is a great resource, right? There are other ones here as well. There is Lab, which is free music and sound effects. We have Ben Sound, which I really like using, which gives really nice music. Right? You're like, ready? Easy to download. So remember, Miss G has curated all sorts of resources for you here that you can use, that are easy to find and easy to download, okay? So many different resources here. Now, question for you. If you have a dog name spot and you log your dog name spot, you want to include dog name spot in the video,
Yes.
can you?
Yes.
How would you do that?
Oh. You can use your phone or other device to film your dog at your house and then upload it to your Google Drive and then put it in your video.
Oh my goodness, double gold. So you can include photos and videos that are taken outside of class in your video. That is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
One suggestion when you are doing that, if you do it outside of the classroom, there's two ways to film. So I have my phone right here. There's two ways to film. I can film this way, or I can film this way. What is this called?
Portrait.
Portrait. What's this called?
Landscape.
All right. When I'm filming for a video project, which way do I want to film?
Landscape.
Why do I want to film
Because
landscape?
it looks better.
Ellie, why?
Because it looks better, and also because vertical might not fit a lot of people's view.
So, all right, good idea. Actually, this is exactly why. Because when we're editing video, video is always edited widescreen, right?
Yep.
Maybe that will change now that everybody's looking at things in their videos this way. But when we're in iMovie, screen, it is wide.
Wow.
So we don't want all those black spaces here. So in order to solve that, all we need to do is just film this way. Okay? I have a couple student examples here. All right. If you would like to watch more, you can. I'm going to show you just a little sampler. So here are some examples of some student projects. We're just going to watch a very short sampler. Okay.
Hi, my name is Meira.
You can do voiceover. We have
About me.
mics.
I was born in Brussels, Belgium.
Now we cannot go on the equipment, but you can include movement. You can record your screen.
What?
Yeah? Remember who learned how to do that last time? Caroline knows how to do that. Zoe and Megan, yeah, you can record your screen. You can include action. You can record yourself on the computer. Now this is kind of boring watching someone play.
Oh yeah.
because we need time to go out and shoot our videos
Yeah, and then
and then edit. So today is like storyboarding day, right? And most likely you'll all sort of be ready to start filming next month. Excellent question. So an additional 3 days, not including today. Okay, so today is like storyboarding day. Guys, great question.
I'm like so long now.
Okay, so I just want to do a really quick demo so that when we're ready to go and shoot, because there's a couple of people who are ready. Okay, so first off, if I just like walk around like this,
Whoa, that looks so weird.
it's really nauseous for my viewer. So we have tripod stands that you can use. You have to ask for them though. You are assigned iPads, it's written over there. You have to actually ask for the tripod stand because remember, if we have really like shaky video, it's really nauseating. But I'm going to show you something you want to do handheld, what you can do. So first off, you'll notice on the right, we have different options. We have pano, square, photo, and look, video. You can also think about shooting. There's slow-mo, there's time-lapse. Ooh, different options, right? Now if I'm just shooting regular video, right, so say Daria is my person, I'm filming her. If I want to make sure that I set her as focus, I tap on the screen, and I hold my finger down, and then, oh, I have a focus lock. So how did I do that? Tapped on the screen and then I pulled down. Now there's this little box that sets focus, but now once the little box is there, you see the little sun?
Yeah.
If I go up and down with my finger, I can change the brightness of my screen. So if this room is a little dark, I just want to make it nice and bright. Right? Does that make sense? I video it.